Restarting feels productive. Continuing feels uncomfortable. That difference decides almost everything. You restart because it gives you relief, a clean page, a fresh plan, a new promise that this time will be different. But continuing asks something else. It asks you to face the version of yourself that already fell short. So you call it strategy. You call it reflection. You tell yourself you are being smart. But the truth is simpler. You are not restarting because the system failed. You are restarting because continuing exposes you. And if you keep restarting, the question is not why you fail, it is why you refuse to stay. Look at the pattern. You begin with energy. You reorganize your tools. You adjust the plan. You tell yourself you are finally ready. Then something small happens. You miss a day. You perform worse than expected. You lose the clean feeling you had at the start. And instead of continuing from there, you reset. New notebook, new schedule, new app, new rules. You mistake motion for progress. The frustration builds quietly, because on the surface you look disciplined. You are always starting something. You are always preparing. But inside, something changes. You begin to see yourself as someone who cannot stay consistent, not because you never act, but because nothing lasts. Restarting becomes part of your identity, the person who is always about to begin again. And the longer this continues, the heavier it feels to stay with anything imperfect, because continuing means admitting that this is not a fresh start anymore. It means carrying yesterday into today. That is what you avoid. Here's the correction. You restart because you are trying to protect a clean self-image. Continuing threatens that image, so you abandon the process instead. This is not about discipline, it is about tolerance. Your ability to tolerate being slightly disappointed in yourself without leaving. Nothing changes until you learn to stay while imperfect. Think of consistency like walking with a cracked mirror. At the beginning, the mirror is clean. You like what you see. Everything feels aligned. Then the crack appears. A missed workout, a lazy session, a half-done effort. The reflection is still there, but it's distorted. Most people drop the mirror and go look for a new one, not because the reflection is gone, but because it's uncomfortable to look at. Continuing means walking while holding the cracked mirror. Restarting means pretending the crack never happened. And every time you restart, you teach yourself that you only move forward when you feel intact. Notice when you are most tempted to restart. It's rarely when things are going terribly. It's when they are going slightly wrong. One missed promise, one low-energy day, one session that doesn't match the standard you imagined. That moment creates friction between who you wanted to be and who you were that day. Restarting removes that friction instantly. Continuing forces you to feel it. So your mind offers you a deal. Reset and you can feel clean again. It feels responsible. It feels mature, but it's avoidance wearing discipline's clothes. Each restart trains you to distrust continuity. You stop believing that effort accumulates. You stop believing that recovery counts. You begin to think progress only happens when conditions are perfect. So you wait for the right mood, the right energy, the right setup. And when those disappear, so do you. The danger is not the missed day. The danger is the belief that a missed day invalidates everything else. That belief keeps you small, even while you stay busy. Continuing is not heroic, it's unglamorous. It looks like doing today's work with yesterday's disappointment still present. No reset, no ceremony, no announcement. Just opening the same document, returning to the same habit, showing up with less confidence than before. This is a skill, not a personality trait. And it feels weak at first because it doesn't protect your ego, but it builds something restarting never can. Trust. Restarting keeps hope abstract. As long as you are starting, the ideal version of you remains untouched, unproven,
safe. Continuing forces that version into reality, and reality is slower, messier, less impressive, so you choose the version of progress that lets you keep dreaming instead of the one that asks you to endure. Most people are not lazy. They are unwilling to stay visible to themselves when performance drops. The moment you stop restarting, something subtle changes. You no longer ask, "Can I do this perfectly?" You ask, "Can I stay even when it's imperfect?" That question is heavier, but it's honest. And the answer doesn't come from motivation. It comes from repetition, from seeing yourself return without drama, again and again and again. Tomorrow, don't improve anything. Continue. If you missed a day, resume where you are, not where you think you should be. If the habit feels smaller than before, let it be smaller. Open the book and read one paragraph. Don't catch up, don't compensate. Close it. That's enough. This channel is not about transformation. It's about return. No speeches, no resets, no new identities. Just staying. If you're tired of starting over, you're in the right place. Leave before the feeling fades.